Monitoring and evaluation in development projects. Monitoring and evaluation, often known as M&E, are the backbone of every successful development project. In simple terms, monitoring means keeping track of what is happening while a project is being implemented, and evaluation means assessing how well it has achieved its goals after a certain period. These two processes make sure that the resources, time, and effort spent are bringing the intended results and that improvements can be made where necessary. Monitoring is a continuous process that runs throughout the life of a project. It is like keeping a close eye on progress to ensure that things are on track. For example, if an organization launches a project to build schools in rural areas, monitoring would involve regularly checking how many schools have been built, whether teachers have been hired, and whether students have started attending. It helps identify delays, financial issues, or management problems early, allowing for corrective action before they grow into bigger challenges. Evaluation, on the other hand, is more in-depth and happens at specific stages, usually midway or after the project ends. It looks at the bigger picture by asking questions like, did the project achieve what it planned? Were resources used effectively? What changes did it bring to the target community? Evaluation helps measure the impact of a project and provides lessons for future programs. For example, after the school building project ends, evaluation might reveal that literacy rates improved or that attendance increased significantly among children from poor families. Both monitoring and evaluation rely heavily on data. Data can be collected through surveys, interviews, field visits, and regular progress reports. For instance, in a health project aimed at reducing malnutrition, monitoring might include tracking the number of children receiving supplements, while evaluation would check whether children's health has improved in the long term. Reliable data helps project managers make informed decisions and adjust their strategies when needed. One of the main purposes of M&E is accountability. Development projects often use public funds or donations from international organizations. Donors, governments, and local communities all want to know how the money is being used and what has been achieved. Monitoring reports and evaluation findings show transparency, which builds trust and credibility. When results are shared honestly, including both successes and challenges, it helps organizations gain respect and future funding. Another major benefit of M&E is learning. Every project, whether successful or not, provides lessons for the future. For instance, an evaluation may reveal that a project succeeded because it involved local communities from the start, or that it failed because the training sessions were too short. These insights help design better programs in the future. Learning from past experiences ensures that development work becomes more effective and sustainable over time. For monitoring and evaluation to be effective, a project must begin with clear and measurable indicators. Indicators are specific signs that show progress. For example, in a water supply project, an indicator might be the number of households now using clean water. In an employment project, an indicator could be the number of participants who found jobs after training. Without such measurable goals, it becomes difficult to assess whether the project is moving in the right direction. Many modern development agencies use what is called a results-based management system. This approach focuses not only on what activities are being done but on what results those activities bring. It is not enough to say that 100 workshops were held. What matters is whether those workshops actually changed people's behavior or improved their skills. This focus on results ensures that development projects make a real difference in people's lives rather than just producing reports or statistics. Technology has made monitoring and evaluation more efficient than ever. Mobile applications and digital tools allow project staff to collect and share data in real time. For example, farmers participating in an agriculture project can send crop yield updates through mobile phones, which helps managers monitor progress instantly. Similarly, evaluation teams can use data visualization dashboards to analyze trends and measure outcomes faster. Community participation is another key element of successful M&E. When beneficiaries are involved in monitoring and providing feedback, they feel ownership of the project. This not only makes the data more accurate but also strengthens trust between implementers and communities. For example, in a village sanitation project, involving local residents in monitoring the cleanliness of facilities encourages long-term use and maintenance. Challenges, however, are common in M&E. Sometimes there is limited funding for proper data collection, or staff may lack the technical skills to analyze results effectively. Political or cultural barriers can also make evaluation difficult, especially if people are hesitant to share negative information. In such cases, it is important to promote a learning culture that values honesty and constructive feedback instead of blaming individuals for weaknesses. Monitoring and evaluation are also crucial for measuring long-term impact. Many development projects bring results that are not immediately visible. For example, a women's empowerment program might show early signs of success in terms of training completed, but its real impact, such as women starting small businesses or gaining leadership roles, may appear years later. Evaluations that focus on such long-term effects help show whether the project created meaningful and lasting change. A strong M&E system contributes to better decision-making and more efficient use of resources. It ensures that projects stay relevant to people's needs and adapt to changing circumstances. It also helps build institutional memory, so that lessons learned from one project are not lost when staff members change or new projects begin. Over time, this builds a culture of continuous improvement within organizations. In simple terms, monitoring and evaluation turn good intentions into real results. Development work is complex and unpredictable, but with proper M&E systems, organizations can navigate challenges more effectively. It is like having a compass and a map. Monitoring keeps you on track during the journey, and evaluation tells you whether you have reached your destination and what you learned along the way. In conclusion, monitoring and evaluation are not just technical activities. They are essential processes that ensure accountability, learning, and real progress in development work. They help organizations focus on impact rather than activity and make sure that every dollar and every effort lead to meaningful, social change. A project that is carefully monitored and thoughtfully evaluated stands a much greater chance of truly improving lives. If you enjoyed learning about how monitoring and evaluation shape development projects and make them more effective, please like this video and subscribe to the channel. Your support helps us share more knowledge about social development, management, and community improvement to inspire positive change across the world.